Hello, welcome. Welcome to Spiritual Goddess Chick, attracting spiritual goddess chicks. It is Fearless Friday in my coaching world. I coach, life coach, I'm a spiritual practitioner, a booty yoga instructor, and guess what? I used to be a drunk, a loser. Zero self-esteem, zero self-worth. And I'm about to kind of talk about the way I used to run my life, or let me actually say it better. I used to allow others run my life because I had zero control over my own life. And it was easier for me to focus out on others than focus in on myself. And where did that get me? Very depressed, very lonely, sad, just in desperation. I lived in despair. I have a podcast that I haven't done lately, but it's called Doom to Boom. And that's basically kind of the way I see my life. I was literally doomed, fearing for my life. I remember when I was still married, my son was very young. And I remember one night, I believe I was trying not to drink. And I was trying to also go to sleep. And I remember having like heart palpitations. I literally thought I was going to die. And I remember going down to my husband at the time. And I was so scared. He comforted me. But I was like, I don't want to die. Well, you know what sucks? Is that wasn't it for me. I just kept going back. And I apologize if I got the fan on and the air on because we just had a storm. It's just super humid and this is real life. You know, I share real life situations with you guys. So unfortunately, that was not enough to make sobriety stick. And actually, I went a long time still kind of struggling, trying, knowing I had to get sober, getting sober for like 8 months, then going back out, getting sober for like almost a year, going back out. My mind always thought that I could handle a little bit. So I would like, I'm just going to have a sip. And then I was like, I'm just going to have a beer. I'm just going to have a half a glass of wine. So the thing is that my life was so shitty and I was so depressed and I felt all alone because I was like empty inside. There was this darkness. I got a little tear. Yeah, my story is kind of rough, you know? So I wasn't always this way. And, by the grace of God, I did finally start to become interested in spirituality. I found a spiritual center that worked for me, Joyful Gathering Spiritual Center, and the Reverend was amazing. I started taking classes, and luckily for me, that came into my life exactly when I needed it. But because my life was so shitty, and I had like zero love for myself, I just let everybody run the show. Really, I did. It was never about me. I never spent money on myself. Never, ever spent money on myself. I never got my nails done. I never got massages. I did take some classes though. So that's funny because I've always taken classes. I didn't go to college. I kind of went to college, but not really. And I moved to New York City and I actually started taking astrology classes. I also went to hair school. So I've always been learning something, just didn't exactly know what it was going to actually end up being. the thing that I love to do. But what I didn't know before I started doing, working on myself is that instead of focusing on everybody else and focusing out, like trying to cater to everyone's needs, I've raised a very self-sufficient son. I've treated him like an adult. I share with him exactly what's on my mind, and he is very understanding. We have a very open relationship, but I don't cater to him as far as like feeling sorry for him or like making excuses for him. And his dad might disagree, but what I know is I give him like real life advice. They're going to make their decisions no matter what, just like I did when I was 15. Started drinking, started doing drugs. Yeah, that never stopped, but nobody was like ever worried about me. Nobody really like checked in on me. I was just having a woo. I was like, yeah, nobody cares. I don't care. It didn't end well. That addiction to alcohol, that functioning alcoholic. I mean, I could tell you crazy stories. And one day I will write a book because so your brain, when your brain is like just fixed on like how can I just get drunk? What is that next moment that I can put alcohol in my body? You're just it's just like you're not even conscious of like what's going on. I forget so much. It's crazy. But back to what we're here for. Okay. So I know, unfortunately, with I have to do this on my laptop, and I'm not able to flip the screen. But it says, "Are you scared of becoming the real you?" And if you're scared of becoming the real you, most likely you are letting everyone else dictate your life, even your young children. Who is the boss of your life? It is not your children. It is not your partner. Who is it? It's not your boss. Who is dictating your life? If the answer isn't you, it really, in my opinion, should be you. Because when you are creating the life that you want to live, everything else kind of just trickles into place. Yeah, it does. You know what? I'm not going to tell you to believe me. I'm going to tell you to go out and try it. Don't believe me. You can watch me every single day for the 30 days that I'm committed to do here live on YouTube. You can watch me every single day. The catch is you can listen to a freaking gazillion YouTube videos, audiobooks, take classes, be in coaching programs. But if you're not taking the action, what are you doing? You're not creating change. Yeah. I could sit here and I could do all the work, like plug, I could literally be in classes and take this and that, and you see my tower stuff. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to take action to get started. But you know what? It's that fear of getting started, thinking it's going to take you forever. I remember when I was doing my work, or I was delaying my work to become officially the spiritual practitioner, to become the intern. I don't know what I was doing. I just wasn't sitting down and saying, okay, like this is it. And then when you plug in and you do it, it doesn't even take that much time. It's like really wild. And I'm behind in some stuff right now. And the thing is like I need to set it on the calendar, and I need to allocate certain amount of time to get things done. And I might need to set a calendar alarm, like an alarm, a phone alarm, to say, hey, okay, Karen, you need to be at your desk working on your program from 9:30 a.m. to 12, and then you get a break. You get to eat lunch or whatever it is. Go take a walk for a mile. So, we can do all the leg work, meaning we can feed our brain all we want. We can just feed our brain. But if we're not taking that information and then implementing it, how are you moving the needle forward instead of just stagnant, staying in the same place? Gosh, I was so stuck for so long. My life was run by liquor and what other people thought, how they thought I should run my life. I had to do this. I should be doing this. If I don't do this, blah, 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 blah. And I listened to them because I had no control over myself and my inner. I didn't have any self-love, self-worth. By the way, give yourself a hug right now. And just take a nice deep breath in and say, I am love. I am love. Hug yourself. It just feels really good, especially all with COVID and everything. We just didn't get the love and that touch that we needed for as long as as long as it was. So, what do you want? What do you love? Do shit you love. Because that's when you're really connecting with your inner self, the light that is burning inside. Burning inside. Let's see what else is up here. Oh, sabotage. Serving others, letting others. Okay, so if you're constantly serving others and you're not sitting down and doing the things that you know that you need to do to be healthy and happy, because the oxygen mask must go on you first. Like you're on the airplane. Life is too short. Boom, blink of an eye. Changed completely. Please. Don't live your life for others unless, for me, I've done the work. I'm continuing to do the work. I am healing constantly. I'm attracting the right situations in my life to overcome anything that's holding me back. And I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to admit, it's really hard, peeling that onion of but it's never too late. It's never too late. And when you just love and love from your heart and love here, and you work and you're compassionate, you can put yourself in other people's shoes, empathy, forgiveness. And when you start to go into that monkey brain, yeah, you know what it's like. You're running around like your head's cut off, can't even think straight. Who created that? Who created that? You did! You did! You are creating your life. You, whether you know it or not. So we consciously create, okay, taking mindful action, or unconsciously, monkey brain. It's so freaking hot in here. It's so humid. Monkey brain! Bye! See ya, sucker! There's a new me in town. And the new me takes charge, doesn't let anybody tell me what to do. I'm open-minded to make change, to try new things, new food, new exercise, to take care of myself. Why? Because that's how you're going to learn the love. And when you learn that love for you, Then you get to love up on everybody else. Yeah, come on. Yep, that's right. I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. This is a little Fearless Friday Tough Love from Spiritual Goddess Chick, attracting spiritual goddess chicks. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe, follow, click the bell to receive notifications. Ding, ding. And guess what? You guys have an amazing weekend. I love you tons. Woo! Hug yourself right now. You are amazing. You are awesome. You are love. You are light. You're doing big things. Yes. Pat yourself on the back when you do good things for yourself. Yes. You're amazing. All right. Have a great rest of your night, weekend, wherever you are in the world. I appreciate you. I love you so much. And thank you for being here. Again, Karen Kane.